guys, welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we're going to be doing the brand new Anime Dimensions tier list. This will probably be the most accurate tier list for the new update because unless Spit makes a tier list, because he goes way more in depth than me usually, then mine will most likely be the most accurate. But if any of you guys want to change something with your personal opinion or something, just go ahead and leave a comment down below, and I'll probably get mad and make a video about it. Anyways, we're going to start off with Makima. Makima is number 5 for Raid and number 12 for Dimensions. She's also a good DPS assist and good AoE. Another thing I'd like to say before I move any characters, Vicious Trait changes the rankings with some characters like Makima. With Vicious Trait, she's the best character for Raid by a little bit, but if you're testing with Celestial Trait, Christmas Saber is the best. So yeah, I'll go ahead and move on Makima up to a swift A tier, but yeah, let's go to move on to Accelerator. Accelerator is number 10 for Raid and number 13 for Dimensions. But he's also a meta assist for Time Challenge, but sadly, he's not that good of a DPS assist. But I'm going to give him A tier. He is pretty far under Makima. They're about the same for Dimensions, but Makima is better for Raid. Next up, we got Aaron. Aaron is top 30 for Raid and top 26 for Dimensions. I'm gonna put him in B tier. I don't think he would belong in A tier with Accelerator and Makima. But yeah, let's go to move on to Christmas Saber. Do I really need to explain? Christmas Saber is number 1 for Raid. With Vicious Trait, since it changes everything, she's number 4 for Raid, and she's top 4 for Dimensions. So, she's the second best character in the game. Most people already know this because I've said it a trillion times. But moving on to Chainsaw Man. Denji is top 27 for Raid and top 25 for Dimensions, which puts him slightly above Combat Titan, but he's not that much better. Next up, we got MUI Goku. He's top 17 for Raid and top 11 for Dimensions, which puts him a little bit under Accelerator. Next up, we got Esdeath Awakened. Esdeath Awakened is top 40 for Dimensions and top 27 for Raid, but she has a God tier assist. But I'm not going to let that stop me. This is a mains tier list. Usually every tier list I include assists and mains, but this one's just going to include mains, and then I'll make an assist. I'm just going to go ahead and put her in a Swift. Never mind, A tier Swift. I'm going to put her in C tier. Next up, we got Infinite Gojo. He is top 16 for Raid and top 36 for Dimensions. So I'm going to put him a little bit above her. And should I put him in B tier? I'm thinking, yeah, I'll give him B tier. Next up, we got Vampire Luffy, which was the most disappointing character in the game. Top 45 for Dimensions and top 54 for Raid. Vampire Luffy. D tier. Next up, we got Naruto Beast. Naruto Beast is a highly overrated character. Or not highly overrated. He's slightly overrated, but a lot of people tend to overrate him. They don't overrate him by much, though. Naruto Beast is top 6 for Raid and top 5 for Dimensions, and I just found myself underrating him. Anyways, I'm gonna put him slightly under Makima. Makima is probably one of the closest S tiers of my life. Anyways, we got Aizen, another huge disappointing of a character. Aizen is top 24 for 21. It's top 21 for Raid and top 10 for Dimensions. I'm gonna put him in the top of B tier. I don't think he deserves to be up in a swift A tier with Goku and Accelerator and everybody. But anyways, next up we got Obito. Obito is top 13 for Raid and top 16 for Dimensions. Now, it's kind of tied between him and Goku, but Obito turns out to be pretty much meta for Infinite Mode. And Goku's got a good assist, but I'm still gonna have to give it to Obito here. Next up, we got Demon Lord Rimuru. I don't know why I felt like I was gonna laugh while I was saying that. Demon Lord Rimuru is top 47 for Raid and top 40 for Dimensions. Wow. Anyways, I'm gonna have to put it in a high D tier. Next up, we got Ryuko, which I actually highly overrated a lot. She's actually top 29 for Raid and top 19 for Dimensions, which is very surprising. I thought she'd be like top 10, top 15, but she's also a pretty good assist. I'm gonna put her slightly above Chainsaw Man. Slightly. She's not going over Aizen though. Aizen's probably the best B tier. Next up we got Shanks. Shanks is another very highly overrated character. Shanks is top 14 for Raid and top 20 for Dimensions. And if I said top 40, I didn't mean it. He's top 14 for Raid. He's slightly worse than Obito, but he's also slightly worse than Goku, so I'm gonna put him right under Goku. All three of these characters are practically the same. Obito would be under Goku, but Obito's pretty much meta for Infinite Mode. Next up, we got Tengen. Tengen's also really overrated because he used to be like kind of close to meta for a little bit for Slime Dimension. Things change. Dimensions change. They're not all the same. Tons of new characters get added that are better, so don't be mad at where I put him. Tengen is top 31 for Raid and top 30 for Dimensions, which puts him slightly under Infinite Gojo. But he's got a really high DPS assist, or else he would almost belong in C tier. He still wouldn't belong there, but he would get kind of close. Next up, we got Yoriichi. Yoriichi is top 37 for Raid and top 23 for Dimensions. But he's got a pretty decently good DPS assist and it's good AoE. It's pretty close to meta for a time challenge. But he's about on the same level as Tengen. I'll put him right under Tengen. Next up we got Kirito Awakened. Kirito Awakened is top 28 for Raid and top 15 for Dimensions. He's also good for Infinite Mode. He is a slightly worse version of Ryuko, but he's better than Chainsaw Man. Next up, we got Witch Megaman. I don't have a testing on her, but she is the best time challenge character. I don't think she's that good for Raid or Dimensions, though. So I'll give her a solid B tier. Next up, we got Awakened Saber. Awakened Saber's top 49 for Dimensions, or Raid, and top 48 for Dimensions. Which is still not as bad as Vampire Luffy, but it's about in the middle of Demon Lord Rumo and Vampire Luffy. Next up, we got Milim. I just realized I mumbled like half my last sentence. Milim is top 3 for Raid, and no, Celestial for some reason does not change her ranking, and she's top 35 for Dimensions. This is kind of tough, but the way she is in Raid kind of carries her. I'll go ahead and put her in a solid A tier. Next up, we got Shadowrunner. I don't need to explain. So, Celestial changes his raid damage, or his raid placement, with Vicious. Never mind, it doesn't. He's just the second best character for raid and the number one character for dimensions. So, we're gonna put him in the best character. Now we're about to start getting to the characters that are actually S tier. Soon, at least. Next up, we got Gojo, just normal old Gojo. Gojo's top 11 for raid and top 51 for dimensions. Which means I'm going to give him a Swift C tier. I don't know why I keep saying Swift, but I will go with it. Nezuko's top 12 for Raid and top 22 for Dimensions, which is way higher for Dimensions than I thought. She is almost better than Aizen, but Aizen's still a tad better, so. Next up we got Power, which is probably the best gem character that you can get that's not limited. The best gem character you could get that was limited would be Christmas Saber. Power's top 25 for Raid and top 35 for Dimensions. No, she's top 31. I'm gonna put her right under Denji. It's kind of a hard decision. She's better than Denji for Raid, but Denji's better for Dimensions. But now we're finally on to the actual other good characters. Next up, we got Yor. Yor's top 8 for Raids and top 3 for Dimensions, but Celestial changes her ranking, I'm pretty sure. I don't have a specific ranking for her, but I'm gonna go ahead and take a guess that she's somewhere close to top 5, if not top 5. And she's one of the best for dimensions, so I'm putting her in a Swift S tier. Swift stands for S, or S stands for Swift. Next up, we got Tanjiro. Second biggest disappointment in this game. Tanjiro, he's top 18 for Raid and top 33 for Dimensions. He's good for time challenge, which is an upside. Very good actually, and he's also a great assist, but we're not counting assists for this. This one was a really hard guess, or not guess, but placement. I'm gonna put him right under Kirito and her. Wait a minute, I'm pretty sure Kirito Awakens better than her. Okay, I forgot Ryuko's name for like a while. Anyways, next up we have Dio. Dio is number 5 for Raid and number 6 for Dimensions, which means he's pretty cool. I'm gonna put him in S tier. He's also got a good assist, but as I said earlier, that doesn't count. Next up, we got Ichigo Fullbring. Ichigo Fullbring, this is tough. I don't know if I should put him under or over Goku. I don't know if I should put him under Shanks, but I'm probably gonna put him under Shanks. And next up, we got Alice. Moving on to some disappointing characters until we get to these last 5 here. Actually, Yamato is pretty bad, but next up, we got Alice. Alice is top 48 for Raid and top 38 for Dimensions. She goes just a tad above Demon Lord Rimuru. Next up, we got Broly. Broly's top 35 for Raid and top 39 for Dimensions. She goes a little bit above Alice. She's a little bit worse than Esdeath, but I'm not going to put him in C tier. I don't think he deserves it. But next up, we got Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh is top 44 for Raid and top 43 for Dimensions, which puts him just a tad above Alice in my opinion. But yeah, next up we got Ichigo Fullbring. Or not Ichigo Fullbring, Ichigo Final. Ichigo Final is top 7 for Raid and top 2 for Dimensions. So I'm going to put him slightly above Yor, not that far above though. Next up we got Kokushibo. Fire character though. He has the longest dash in the game. His 3 can dash across the whole, almost the whole character testing map in just one dash. Kokushibo is top 33 for Raid and top 8 for Dimensions. I'm going to put him above Ryuko, but not quite above Kirito Awakened. Next up, we got Yamato. I don't have a precise ranking on Yamato, but if I had to assume, she'd probably be somewhere around top 25 for Dimensions and top 35 for Raid. So I'd put her slightly under Power. Actually, under... God, I don't know. Oh, God. I'll put her there. Next up, we got Kaido. Kaido is a slightly better version of Yor, so we're gonna put him above Yor. I don't think he would be above Ichigo Final though. Let me think. Yeah, he's not above Ichigo Final. Anyways, next up we got the Rizzler. The Rizzler of Oz. Anyways, I also don't have a precise ranking on Deku, but I do know he's pretty good for Time Challenge. Pretty sure. He's pretty good for Dimensions. And he's pretty good for Raid. After all this testing, I don't know if I'll put her or him above Makima. Because I know he's better for Dimensions, but he's a lot worse for Raid. And I'm pretty sure he's better for Time Challenge. I'm going to put her or him right under Makima. So there we go. I made a whole new tier list to change one character. I did change the rankings a little bit. But yeah, if you guys want to see an assist tier list soon, then let me know. Also, the source I used for this tier list is linked in the description. I use Spit's information sheet. It's pretty awesome. Right here is where I get Celestial stuff and stuff like that. Characters that aren't on here, I test on my own and everything. Yeah, it'll be linked in the description. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this tier list, and I'll see you guys in the next video where I buy a chimpanzee and I make friends with them. Goodbye.